Hi there, this is Steve with Steve'sDailyTarot.com. As usual, my intention with these readings is to just get a feel for the energy surrounding the cards at this time. There's a lot of you out there, and some of the information is going to resonate with you, and some of it is not going to resonate at all. So just take what you can use on any given day and just ignore the rest of it. Come back tomorrow, see what we're doing then. If you enjoy these readings and articles, go ahead and push the subscribe button so you won't miss any of the new videos when they're posted. Today's reading is for the weekend of August the 12th and the 13th, 2022. The card I have drawn is the Lovers. Okay, good weekend coming up. The Lovers is a card of connection, balance, togetherness, trust, communication, relationships, attraction, and of course, sexuality. The thing that I didn't mention in the beginning is that it's also a card of choice. The original card from decades ago shows a man trying to decide between his mother and his soon-to-be wife. Not much of a choice as I see it, but whatever. I've also seen this written up as a man trying to choose between his wife and a prostitute. I'm not even going to go into that one. I don't know where that deck came from, but again, whatever. The card we're looking at today shows two people. Genders are both unknown and irrelevant, who are holding hands in front of a blazing fire. Are they lovers? Brother and sister, maybe? Just two friends? It doesn't matter in the least. Love is love, and love is not gender specific. Two cats sit in front of the couple. Their tails are forming a heart. Don't you just love the way the cats act in this deck? I get a kick out of them. If you look closely, there is a wispy figure of what appears to be, I'm going to guess and say maybe a feminine symbol coming out of the flames and the smoke of the fire. It's up near the top, and if you look closely, you can see two eyes. The rest of it's kind of nebulous, but you can see two eyes looking at you. This is more or less the angel equivalent from the Rider-Waite deck. Whenever this card comes up, if the question has been about relationship and romance, then the answer is yes. That's about 40% of what I do as readings. On the other hand, if the question is more general, I tend to see this card in terms of you're being drawn to something that we don't have. We're missing it within ourselves, and we feel that we need to have this, whatever it is, in order to be complete. So I wouldn't be surprised this weekend if you begin to feel passion for something that is in long ago past history for you. Maybe a hobby, something you enjoyed as a pastime. Maybe you used to play an instrument of some type, and that's up in the attic and has been there for the last 20 years. Maybe an old lover that you haven't seen or thought about in at least that long. This card represents love in all of its forms. Love of friends, family, your job if you enjoy it. A love of just calm and peacefulness, a love of being able to sit down and read a book or be out and enjoy nature. And of course, love of yourself. That's the one we always forget. Let me go into that for a minute. There are three sides to yourself. You have a female side and a masculine side and a spiritual side. One of the forms of love that this card represents is the joining, connectedness, merging, that's it. The merging of all the various parts of yourself. Now the Rider-Waite deck shows the man who is looking at the woman and the woman who is looking up at the angel. Yet another biblical reference from the Rider-Waite deck. Let's break this down for just a second. The masculine figure represents your logical side, your left brain, the part that figures stuff out. And the feminine figure is your right brain, your intuition, your connection to spirit, your sense of just knowing. And neither of these sides can work well by themselves. By themselves, they're very unbalanced. They just don't work well. A combination of them, however, of logic and intuition, works very well indeed. Now let's add one more thing. Let's add spirit into that, our connection with spirit, a spirit guide, teachers, whatever we wish to call them, higher self. When we have all that coming together, we have a more complete individual. We now have the harmonious coming together of all of the little unique pieces that make up you. In any case, this card is really about making a choice. And it's about making the correct choice in a situation where all of the options actually look pretty good. I would suggest, however, the best option would be the one that brings completeness and healing to you. Thank you for watching. If any of this information was helpful, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I just love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. Namaste.